it's like you play 3 times a week, stuff like that. Now it hit really hard other teams. So it's just you lose 4 players in one game. That should not happen.
Like, the more busy the schedule is, absolutely, we expect more injuries.
The pressure to perform, with the world watching, up to 85 games in a single season. Are we asking too much of football's young stars so early in their careers? In recent years, the football calendar has become more congested than ever. Top clubs, especially those competing in multiple tournaments, often find themselves playing matches every 2 to 3 days. For instance, during the 2020-21 season, Manchester United had instances where their shortest turnaround between matches was just 64 hours. In the early 2000s, top European clubs averaged around 50 to 60 matches per season. Fast forward to the 2024-25 season, and players for these same clubs are projected to play up to 85 matches.
The total number of games for a player that's needed and stays fit could be now as high as 70, and maybe in the future that will be 80 or 90.
This relentless pace contrasts sharply with schedules from a decade ago, where longer recovery periods between matches were more common. The increased frequency of matches has led to a notable rise in injuries among players. A study from Edge Hill University highlighted that fixture congestion significantly elevates the risk of injuries, emphasizing the need for sustainable scheduling to protect player welfare. Furthermore, data from the 2020-21 season revealed that top players spent an average of 67% of their playing time in a 2-game-a-week rhythm, up from 61% in previous seasons. Many elite footballers, especially those representing both club and country, experience little to no genuine rest throughout the year. Take Bayern Munich's Kim Min-jae, for example. During a recent season, he played nearly 55 matches for club and country, with projections suggesting he might exceed 70 games by season's end. His schedule included 20 consecutive winter games, averaging just 3.7 days of rest between them, and 20 international trips, totaling 74,000 kilometers, almost twice the Earth's circumference. This unforgiving schedule left him playing through Achilles tendonitis, highlighting the risks of inadequate recovery time.
I think about Darwin, I think I gave him credit for the fact that he worked so hard, 3 games in 8 days, so that says a lot about him.
Similarly, Liverpool's Darwin Núñez has been vocal about the physical toll of a packed schedule. In a recent season, he played over 70 matches for club and country, including participating in international tournaments during the summer. The lack of adequate rest periods between these commitments has raised concerns about player welfare and the increasing risk of injuries. Pedri, FC Barcelona. Touted as one of the brightest young talents, Pedri's meteoric rise saw him playing over 70 matches in a single season. This excessive workload contributed to multiple injuries, sidelining him during crucial periods. Gavi, FC Barcelona. Another one of Barca's young talents, a product of the famous La Masia, has been plagued by injuries in recent seasons, including suffering a serious knee injury when playing for Spain. Kevin De Bruyne, Manchester City. A player on the older side who felt the strain of the congested calendar. Being a key player in a treble-winning Manchester City side, performing to the highest level week in, week out took its toll, culminating in a hamstring injury in the Champions League final. Overuse injuries occur when repetitive stress is placed on muscles, bones, or tendons without adequate rest. In the context of football, insufficient recovery time between matches hampers the body's natural healing processes, increasing the likelihood of injuries. The congested fixture list means players are often thrust back into high-intensity games without the necessary rest, exacerbating the risk. According to recent reports, Premier League clubs incurred an average of an injury every 94 minutes last season, with a total of 4,123 injuries across Europe's top 5 leagues. This marks a 4% increase from the previous season, highlighting the escalating issue of player injuries. Concerns about the demanding schedule aren't limited to medical professionals. Ex-Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag voiced concerns over the packed fixture calendar, stating that it overloads top players and leads to injuries. Similarly, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta described the congested schedule as an accident waiting to happen, following a series of injuries within his squad. There have also been some complaints from the players, including Rodri from Man City, who suggested that the players may end up going on strike. Beyond the physical ramifications, the non-stop schedule and subsequent injuries can have profound psychological effects on players. The pressure to perform consistently at the highest possible level, coupled with the fear of injury, can lead to anxiety, depression, and a loss of confidence. Young players in particular may struggle with the mental demands, affecting their overall well-being and performance. While the governing bodies like UEFA seem to only care about trying to squeeze as many games as possible out of a single season, it's clear something has to be done. To mitigate the issues, football governing bodies could consider implementing mandatory rest periods, limiting the number of consecutive matches, and revising tournament structures to reduce the overall number of games.
So, but they have to make that. You have to think about these things, that you have a fixture list where one team cannot be part of all the games, then you have to think about a fixture list.
Collaborative efforts between clubs, players' unions, and organisers are essential to prioritise player health. To safeguard the future of football and its players, several measures should be considered. Regulated match scheduling, implementing guidelines to ensure adequate rest periods between matches, reducing the risk of overuse injuries. Squad rotation, encouraging clubs to utilise their full squad depth, allowing key players necessary rest without compromising team performance. Player education, informing players about the importance of rest, recovery, and listening to their bodies to prevent long-term injuries. Stakeholder collaboration, fostering dialogue between football associations, clubs, and player unions to create a balanced schedule that prioritizes player health.
I think it was good to play 60, 65 or 70 minutes, no more.
The dream of football in glory drives many young talents to push their limits. However, the current congested match schedules pose significant risks to their physical and mental well-being. By recognizing the challenges and implementing proactive measures, the football community can ensure that players not only achieve early glory, but also enjoy sustained, healthy careers. If you're looking for more like this, subscribe to the Regista, uncovering football's hidden truths. Stay curious,